we're going to be off to the races. Now, I need to make sure that a certain little guy pops up here. As soon as I see him, I'm going to do a really... Oh, there he is. I'm going to do a really lackluster intro for the future VOD. So, I mean, feel free to... Everybody, if you want to say hi to YouTube, like, I guess this is your chance to be in a VOD. People like that. People like the idea of that. So feel free to do that and let me let me get ready. There's our starters. Perfect. All right. Wait, there it is. And I'm back with more shiny starter Pokemon hunting in the Indigo Disk. Last time I did this, things went surprisingly well if I go into the box. We actually have 5 of the 6 shinies in the coastlands. We were able to go in the savannah. We got 2 shinies right away. And right now, we're on the hunt for the elusive shiny Sobble. At some point, I'm going to have to accept that a few of these shinies are very, 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 very difficult to find. But unless I get an outbreak for one of them, and it's looking like the outbreaks are kind of this guy centric. I'm gonna have to get really lucky. So before we worry about me getting super lucky, let's save, let's picnic, let's make a water sandwich, and let's get a Sobble named Bobble. Sounds like a plan. Let's just do it to it. So water, we need the old hot sauce. That's actually kind of all you need. Perfect. Stream lagging very bad, Mr. John. I'm sorry to hear that, but the only thing I can tell you is to refresh the stream because it's not me. So it's either you or it's YouTube. If it's YouTube, ruh-roh, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, I'm going to be very upset. If it's you, well, then just refresh. Everyone is saying lag. Ooh, and they're saying it's definitely YouTube. Uh-oh, YouTube, uh-oh. Why are you doing this, YouTube? YouTube, I'm riding with you guys. I'm like, you know what? YouTube, that's where I stream. It's the best place to stream. Don't make me look like a fool now. Chat, you can't call it poop tube. You can't call it poop tube. Don't do that. No, don't do that. They pay my bills, chat. Come on. YouTube's like, no, YouTube. Woo tube. Woohoo tube. How about that? Woo tube. Maybe if we praise them, then they'll fix it. Think about that. Huh? Maybe you should think about that. I think that makes sense. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not on me at all. So there's nothing I can do to fix it. So I'm just going to focus on what I do best. And that's finding shinies. Get a shiny Totodile, John? Well, I mean, that's the goal. I'm going to get a Sobble real quick, like, and then we go get the Totodile. I just got to make sure shiny Sobble is in the old periphery. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to see this guy pretty easily. Here, why are you in the way? Out of the way. Stop being silly. Yeah, I think we can figure this out. So we got our sandwich ready to go. And if I'm correct, if I'm ready, if I know what's happening, bada bing, bada boom, where are the crying lizards? Bring in the dancing lobsters. Bring in the dancing lobsters. Chat, am I old or did anyone else here watch the Amanda Show? Did anyone else watch the Amanda Show? Because that's, I mean, what a classic. I don't know if that would ever be a show worth revisiting. It might have just been a wonderful point in time. Oh no. And most people said, no, you're old. You can't just simply type old. Don't just type the word old. That hurt more than saying you're old. Man, I still remember, like, Drake and Josh from the show. Drake and Josh. They were both on the Amanda Show, and I remember the commercials of them announcing the show Drake and Josh and being really hyped, and then the show was awesome. I'm old. But I still remember vividly, like, the announcement that was going to be a thing. All right, whoever just typed young, you're my favorite. I like that. There are some people who like really, it is interesting when you get into your like 20s, especially once people hit 25, some people cannot handle the fact that they're aging, and it gets really worrying and sad. That's one thing that doesn't really bother me at all. So it's, you know, feel free. You guys can keep calling me old. I get it. As long as you enjoy the content I'm making. If the old ever gets to a point of like, you're too old to be doing what you're doing, that would bum me out. But, you know, hey man, getting long in the tooth. I get it. I've been making Pokemon content since I was 16. I get it. I actually came into the community. I remember being like the youngest of everyone I would meet. Not the same anymore. The turntables. Oh, how the turntables. But honestly, that is my favorite thing with Pokemon. You know, like, me and my dad played Pokemon together in Pokemon Yellow when I was like 4 or 5. I was so young that he basically was playing the game for me. He'd like put his hands over mine to play. And then he didn't really play Pokemon again until Pokemon Go. But him and my uncle Norm got into it and absolutely loved Pokemon Go. I think the beauty of Pokemon is it really isn't for a specific age. There'll be some people who, you know, like, I think there's some people who assume anyone who makes Pokemon content is making content only for kids, which sure some are. What genuinely like draws me to Pokemon and makes me truly love it is that it's something that anyone can enjoy if you like collecting things and little monsters. And there's not really an age where you grow out of it. You just may at some point get tired of it, which is cool. And there's been so many people I've known who have come back to the games. Like my cousin and my sister both got back into Pokemon for Legends Arceus and loved it. I'm pretty sure my sister has a shiny hunting specific file in Legends Arceus that she just will not stop playing because she just loves playing the game and does not want the experience to end. So, I don't know. I think it's just the most beautiful part of Pokemon that people can always come back. You just got a shiny? Come on, you're watching the PM7 stream. You're going to be finding shinies. Come on. You can't be too surprised. Come on. But congrats. I hope it was a cool one. I hope it was one you were looking for. I actually opened my game today. Humble brag, no big deal. I opened my game and within seconds, I found this guy. I was talking with Tyler. We were working on a video. Found this guy the second I opened the game. So that's either the greatest sign in the world, I'm about to find a bunch of shinies, or I have just used up all of my shiny luck for the entire day, and I'm going to slowly go insane looking for Sobble. Now, something I'm noticing with this mud area is that Sobble is not as plentiful as I thought it would be, so it might actually be worth moving. Moving and grooving and schmooving. This is where we were, I'm pretty sure. So let's fly over there. Be good. Ooh, hunting Porygon. Good luck with that. I hope you get that soon. That's one of my favorites. I actually really, really love shiny Porygon. After you subscribed, you got 2 shinies fast. Hey, man. People are always saying when you sub to PM7, you get more shinies. There's some skeptics out there that don't buy it, but people that sub, they just happen to be getting more shinies. What can I say? What can I say? Well, what I can say is today, I get the Sobble. I'm gonna find you, Sobble, even if it's the last thing I do, splish splashing around in the mud. I'm gonna find you. Shout out to PM7, my son. I really want to. I'm not good at pronouncing a lot of names, so forgive me if I butcher that. Josiah, that's what my brain is telling me, but I really apologize if I messed that up. I feel so rude if I mispronounce someone's name. If I can get away with just not having to say someone's name instead, I'd rather do that. But that's just me being anxious and overthinking things. My son Josiah and I love your content. After subscribing, our shiny luck has gone through the roof. I really appreciate it, Justin. Thank you for the 20. Shout out to you. Shout out to your son. I hope you guys find, you know, if you're looking for a shiny now, I hope you find it real quick. But in general, appreciate you. Glad to hear that. Suble, Sahubal, Sibsob. I feel like Sibsob is just not a good name for Sobble. I need to get back into the workshop and think about it. And think about what I'm saying. Suggest the blue filter and no frog hat? Maybe. I mean, we need to see how today goes, right? The first time I was shiny hunting for starters, it went poorly. The second time I was shiny hunting for starters, it went incredibly well. So today is really that third day where we find out, you know, what I'm made of. What it's going to be like for me going for these shiny starters. Because there's a few of them that are really tough. Like Chikorita. Chikorita might ruin my happiness. It may break me. So we gotta see if we can get through the easy parts. And Sobble? Sobble should be easy if it is an easy one to see. I'm a little iffy on how easy it'll be to see because it's little Finn is like, I don't know, it's tough to see. It's purple. Ooh, Amelia, congrats on that. Thank you very much for the super chat. And I hope, let me know, is Sobble easy to see when it's shiny, even though the fin kind of disappears? Like, is the blue color that it changes with that purple? Is that enough? Let me know. No. Thank you very much, Aiden. I appreciate that comment. Thank you, man. The really, like, I don't know if it's a bad thing. I think it's a frustrating thing for me because I feel like I can turn into a broken record. I am really good at noticing shinies. That's been proven many times in my content. And I know what most of the shinies look like. But I'm also a decently anxious person. So, like, even though I have proven to myself, like, time and time again, if a shiny is obvious, I will almost never miss it. I still get so worried if I have not seen a shiny before, like of like what it looks like in the game, that if it pops up, I'm just going to magically miss it. It's annoying because I know I always say like, is it noticeable? I'm gonna miss it. I don't know. It worries me. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. Yeah. All right, chat. I've said it before. I think I've made a new rule for the streams. It's not a very fair rule, but it's the rule I'm enacting. One time per stream, I'm gonna like when the chat does something that kind of annoys me about I don't know, like referencing another creator or like not focusing on the stream. I'll like mention it one time, get it out of my system, and then we move on. If you come into the stream and say, get shiny Drowsy while I'm hunting in the DLC where Drowsy does not spawn, I'm just going to toss a 24-hour timeout. It might seem aggressive. If you're telling me to shiny hunt for a Pokemon to give to another creator in an area where that Pokemon doesn't spawn, I got to assume that all the messages you're tossing out are just going to frustrate me a bit. I apologize to throw that out and be a little bit harsher, but for my own sanity, I'm going to start putting those things down. And I think if we can slowly do this, we can change the vibe of the chat. Because I've never really gone to another chat where like the person's like, hey guys, can the things we talk about be the stream? That's like standard practice. Like, we're streaming. Like it is me streaming by myself looking for shinies in the Indigo Disk. Things to bring up. Anything related to me? Anything related to the Indigo Disk? The shinies I'm looking for. But I just want to toss it out. We're making some moves, some schmoves. Because something I've realized, which has been really unfair to me, but I actually think possibly more unfair to you guys, is I have been a little bit too passive in streams with things that bother me, and I've just let myself either get bothered little by little or get frustrated to the point where I don't want to stream much. And by acting more in that passive way and streaming less, you guys, well, at least the people who enjoy the streams, are missing out. So I'm going to stop doing that because that doesn't really benefit anyone. So something annoys me, I'm just going to stop it. Nip in the butt. Still not got the update yet? How are you finding it? Oh boy, you haven't got the update for the old DLC. The DLC, is that what you're talking about? Because looking for starters, it's a little difficult because you got to grind. You got to grind BP, do some quests, and maybe then you can go and unlock the area for the starters and then start hunting for them. It's a whole convoluted thing, but people have tutorials on it. They got it. Mr. Shiny Rhyhorn? Honestly, there's always a chance when I'm looking for Sobble that things could pop out on the side, and I'm not ready for it. I'm like laser focused in on the Sobble. I would like Bobble. Bobble the Sobble, my pal, my friends. My guy, my dude, my bro. Or my girl, my gal, my pal. Wherever they are, wherever they're hiding. It's not you. You were hiding, but it's not you. Alright. Alrighty. Let me see, what did someone say? Here's what you do, John. Something annoys or upsets you, you call it out. Then after that, if it doesn't get corrected, dropkick always works. I appreciate that, because that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, if something bothers me, say something once. And then if it keeps going, like, just... Alright, we move... the warning has been issued. Past that, we move forward. We schmoove, we move. I talked to Wolfie a lot, one Wolfie VGC. That man said he's schmooving all the time. He's schmooving, he's grooving. He's sending me voice messages. He was talking to me earlier about something. Oh my god, it was killing me. He was 20 minutes late wait, what? No, he had 20 minutes to get somewhere and he had to be there in 10 minutes. And the entire time he was just talking to me, and there was just so much, and okay, I'm schmooving, I got this, 10 minutes to make up 1 minute of time. Oh, Wolfie. He does so much scripted content. I don't know if people always get to hear the nonsense, the nonsensical things he's saying. But the way I talk in streams and talk all the time is like a lot of that, like how Wolfie talks normally. And it's very, very funny. At some point, I really want to do a video where me and him are, we have plans, maybe like a Soul Link or something, but just like some sort of a video together and kind of, I'd love to show off the dynamic if it ever made sense, because it's a silly one. It's quite he's a silly guy. 62% sure I missed a shiny turtle guy. I mean, I honestly appreciate you throwing in the 62% because there's still room for you to be wrong, possibly. You never know. Oh my god, he says Bing chilling all the time. Or what's the other thing that Wolfie says? Bing chilling. I boomed it. Yeah, he says like people boomed it. He's a goofy guy. What were you asking, Landon? Hot or iced coffee? Like in general, that's such a difficult question. I don't know, actually. I don't know if I have a preference. Like if I go out to buy a coffee, I will always buy an iced coffee. Yeah, if I can prepare a coffee, I'll have it be a hot coffee because I can then like actually make sure it's not scalding hot. But if I buy a coffee, it'll always be an iced coffee. I don't care if it's 2 degrees outside. I'm getting the iced coffee. I'm not burning my tongue on your coffee. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Where's the best place to hunt Sobble? I'm pretty sure you're looking at it. If it's like that's a kind of a funny question to ask because if like it's either here or I don't know and someone needs to tell me. I'm not going to be the person to tell. Like either you're seeing it because it's what I'm doing, or someone needs to tell both of us the best place to hunt. I'm hoping I'm right. I mean, I believe you, Mew fangirl, but the thing is, then I'd have to talk to the person more. I'd have to say more things. Like, you know, when I go to a restaurant, Oh, I think the thing I hate doing most at like a restaurant is if you order a burger. I'm not like the biggest fan of having a burger that has a million things on it. You know, like I like to have I like to have more of a boring burger. Maybe even I should just say more of an unhealthy burger. Like if I'm already going to have unhealthy food, let me just go for it. But I don't want to be the guy to be like, yeah, could you like take off like most of the things? I give myself a rule of like, I'm going to ask them like one extra thing. And after that, mum's the word. And it's definitely dumb. But I feel like every time I move past that and I'm like, you know what, this is stupid. I'm just going to tell them exactly what I want. Then that like, it'll be the one time the servers like make some sort of a comment like, no, they got me the box. Oh no, they're making fun of me. Ah, boy. What about pizza? I mean, pizza's not one of those things where they're just like, let's dump a bunch of like healthy stuff on the za. I'm like, hey, if we're gonna have like a healthy meal, I'm all in. Give me the old health food. But if I'm having pizza, you know, if I'm having a burger and fries, like just like, come on, what are we doing here? You know, come on, let me just eat the unhealthy burger with the other unhealthy yummy things on here. So like with pizza, I'm not really as picky, but it's usually because pizza's already like, they're not tossing on a bunch of things on there. Pizza salad? What is a pizza salad? Nah, man, I mean, hey, if you're eating salad, shout out to you. That's already better than most of the things that I'm throwing out here anyways, but I don't know. I'm kind of just of the thought of you having a salad, just have a salad. You know, like have your salad so you can just have a yummy pizza day. We're doing this halfway thing. I don't know if it's going to work out. Bum, 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 bum. But if you're someone that's like salad pizza sounds delicious, more power to you. More power to you. What about pasta? Are we just going to ask me random questions about food? Just kind of go around in a circle of just all of the foods. I like pasta. What if I eat the NFL? See, now I don't know where we are. I don't know where we're going. Hey, okay. Wait, Electabuzz doesn't spawn near me. Are you talking about on your game or my game? Because I'm a little worried. If you're sending $10 to tell me I failed a shiny, that's going to both hurt me, but also make me happy, because I appreciate the 10. But I'm a little worried. I'm hopeful you... Well, if you say saw, but not found, it sounds like somebody, me or you, moved right past it with reckless abandon, and now it's gone forever. So I'm hopeful I'm wrong, and you found a shiny Electabuzz. But I'm a little worried. I do appreciate the 10, though. Sobble, you're killing me. I have been talking about pizza for 20 minutes. I didn't start the stream to talk about pizza. Sobble, you're making a fool of me. Is this going to be the third sandwich without a shiny Sobble? Because that's not ideal. When you isolate hunt something that's this easy... You should definitely be able to... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Is it, please? Yes? No! It was just a stupid fin in the shadow! See, this is bad. I'm worried. I'm worried. See, those are the kind of questions I love. Those are the kind of questions I love. And crazy with the 10 gift members. Thank you, man. You do this far too often these days. I appreciate it every time. If you got a gift sub, please say thank you to the man. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you, man. But $10, do you think the Bucks will finish above 500? I honestly do. I'm starting to be tricked by this team. I'm starting to fall for it. I do think they'll finish above 500. If they weren't going to, they would have lost to the Packers. That was a really big win. Beating the Packers at home, a team that really started to turn around and play pretty well. That was a pretty significant win. I think they win. How many games are left in the season? They're 7-7. Is there 3 more games? I think they win 2 of the 3 last games. I think they should. I'm not gonna like say I think they're gonna win a playoff game, but the team's really coming together. Like with the Bucks, I really love their GM. No, the national media kind of ignores the Bucks when Brady's not there, which like sure, whatever, I get it. But Jason Light, the GM, is unreal, and their past few draft classes have been really good, and the rookies this year are coming on really strong. So I think they have a pretty good chance. But then I think they probably get crushed round 1, and that will be sad. So you win some, you lose some. Ooh, 2 shiny rowlets. Congrats. I appreciate the 5. I appreciate the luck. That's what I need to hear. I need to hear about you guys getting your own shiny starters. But, you know, it's like basketball. You just got to see one go through the net. We just need to see one shiny starter, and the rest will follow. We just need to get one, and the rest will follow. Do you like football, soccer? No. Unfortunately, no. I do not. I mean, I didn't enjoy playing it a ton, and I don't sit down to watch it, but I have enjoyed Welcome to Wrexham. Like watching that, as I think way too many Americans have gotten into. Like I've enjoyed watching that. And I really enjoyed the World Cup like championship game this year. Like I truly enjoyed that, but I'm not the biggest fan of sports in general where like 1-0 is a decently common happening. I'm not a big fan of the something cool almost happened sports. That's not to say they're not good. It's just my own preference. And I am fine with that being an indictment on me. Not the sport. It's just not my own cup of tea. My second thing was I mentioned to you sometime back that your episodes of the Sun and Moon Shiny Contest were unavailable. Well, actually, that's interesting. Well, the Sun and Moon Shiny Contest, why are those unavailable? I'm not sure. You know, I have a really bad habit of, with my old content, growing as a creator and looking back at my old stuff and looking back at it with a negative lens and not being as proud of it as I should be. So that's something I've definitely done before, privating too many things. But I think with PM7 Plus, I think I privated a lot when that channel was... Like, I was trying to establish that as a non-gameplay channel. But it might be worth making all those videos unlisted. Or I don't know. We'll figure something out. That's a good question. I'll look into that. As a Ravens fan, I'm sitting pretty stress-free on the season. How is that possibly true? I'm not a Ravens fan, but I love Lamar Jackson. Like, God, he's so cool. He's so good. He's so good at sports. And also sports. He's awesome. But like, I was watching the game yesterday. Didn't their new star running back like tear up his knee? Aren't the Ravens the team that like every year faces more injuries than like the rest of their division combined? Yeah, Mark Andrews is gone. Yeah, don't they always just lose all of the important players always? Aren't they down multiple running backs? As someone who will start rooting for the Ravens as soon as the Bucks get trounced in the first round, I'm stressed. Why are you not stressed? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Someone rooting for Lamar. How are you not stressed? I'm glad to hear that, but man. I saw Brock Purdy MVP. I'd be really upset if Brock Purdy won MVP. I don't think he's the MVP of his own team. If he was the MVP of the NFL, I'd be... If he wins MVP, I no longer care at all about MVP. It's just not an award that matters at all. He's not the MVP of that team. Christian McCaffrey is the MVP of the 49ers. At least offensively. Brock Purdy wins MVP. That'd be... The amount of times I've seen him do a dump pass to like... just one of the receivers or McCaffrey, and he just vroom. Doesn't mean he's not good. It's just MVP is that's the tippity top. But yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on the old Brock Purdy for MVP thing, and most of them are negative towards one Brock. Purdy. And he's had a great season. So I'm just gonna, you know, let him be. Exactly. Purdy's been good, but McCaffrey's just, he just does a little bit of everything. You can replace Brock Purdy on that team. You 100% cannot replace McCaffrey. You just can't. You truly cannot. And when you think of most valuable, who is the most valuable player in the league, the most valuable to their team? I mean, that's something I hate. A lot of people have said Tyreek. Well, it can't be Tyreek Hill when you literally can replace him with Jalen Waddle, who, you know, is it Jalen Waddle? No, Waddle's the last name. But, you know, whatever. How dare you speak ill of Lord Purdy? I don't even think I spoke ill of him. I just, you know. I think the nicest thing I'll say about Brock Purdy is he's better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, who is not good at football, was the starting QB of a 49ers team that made the Super Bowl and almost won. You just need to be slightly better than Jimmy Garoppolo to be a part of this 49ers team and make the Super Bowl and almost win. So I'm just, those are my thoughts on one Brockled Purdy. That's not a great compliment. Jimmy G sucks. Sounds like my point. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I am saying. Is what I'm saying. Injuries suck, but we have a very good next man up mentality. Hey man, I'm rooting for you guys. I'd love to see the Ravens kill it, so I'm hopeful. I love the stress-free nature. That's how you gotta watch football. Wow, so much football talk. Not enough shiny talk. See, I enjoy football talk. I'm having a blast. I'll talk football all day long, but I feel like football's scaring Sobble. I think Sobble's not a fan of what's happening, so we're gonna have to see if we can figure out what Sobble actually needs in its life. I remind you of your dad with the football talk. I'm gonna take that as a compliment because I assume your dad's a very cool guy. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna take that. That's how I'm gonna take that. My little brother is watching you? A comment like that confuses me because wait a minute. Your little brother is watching me, but you're the person that messaged me. Are you both watching me? Is it just your little brother? Hello, random little brother. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, that's a... Pop. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why my throat feels like weird and like... I don't know. It's not like scratchy, but it's like more like congested than I feel like it should be, which I don't like because I'd like to talk non-stop for like 4 hours. Throat, stop it. Stop it right now. Anyway, hopefully you can bring those episodes back. Wanted to watch it again for the longest time. Hey, I appreciate you flagging that for me. I will look into that. I'll make sure to look into it. Sobble, you're killing me. You're killing me, Sobble. You are killing me. It's my favorite shiny ever. Rayquaza. Easy. I am so unhappy and so happy the legendaries are shiny locked in this game. I'm sad for everyone else. There's no reason legendaries should be shiny locked. That is, it's dumb. It's weird. I don't understand it. I don't love it. But I am so happy for myself that they're shiny locked because now there's no reason for me to do a really boring hunt that I would absolutely be doing. If Rayquaza was not shiny locked right now, we would be having a stream where I talk about sports for like 3 hours because I'm just sitting there refreshing over and over and over again, hoping to get Rayquaza. But instead, we're going for the starters. We're going to get one, we go to another one. There's more variety, there's fun, there's movement, there's things that stimulate the old brain. It is dumb that we can't get the legendaries, but it would be miserable going for them. Absolutely miserable. Ooh, something controversial. Shiny legendaries, of which there was only supposed to be one of, make no sense. I had a pretty similar thought for a very long time. When I started getting into competitive Pokemon, oh my god, I did the very classic like new person thing. I mean, do people say noob anymore? The very noob thing of, I'm not using legendaries on my team. They're broken. Even though some legendaries just stink, and they stink out loud competitively, like they're awful. So it really doesn't make sense to be like, I'm not using legendaries. That's unfair. And it's like, are they really unfair? Is it really unfair to use Regirock? Really? But I had a similar thought with like the shinies. It's like, well, if everybody has a shiny, you know, like Mewtwo, like this doesn't make any sense. This isn't rare. This isn't cool. Why does everybody have them? There's only supposed to be one. So like when it came to competitive, I had to eventually learn like, okay, just because it's legendary doesn't mean it's like amazing. But when it comes to shinies, it is interesting. I don't like, it's good that shinies are easier to get these days. If nobody can get shinies, it's not good. But I do kind of like with these starter shinies that they're harder to get. It takes more time to even unlock them. Because starters are so special. It's so incredibly difficult to get a shiny starter. So it's nice that you're giving me a way to get them, but there is still a little extra something I gots to do. So it would have been cool if they could have come up with that for legendaries. Maybe make them even more difficult and special to get, but I don't know. It is interesting. Bum 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 bum. The better area to hunt Sobble is by Savannah Rest Area 1. I can go and check that out. I feel like I was just there earlier and I did not like hunting there, but I can check. Oh, I just had a lot of thoughts and I've had to like parse through them quickly of whether or not I wanted to say them. I think I know how I want to say it because I don't want to accidentally throw any sort of shade anywhere because that's not the point. I was talking with Tyler the other day, my good friend Tyler, the incredible editor producer extraordinaire of PM7, and we were talking about the Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering set. Now, me and Tyler have never played Magic in our life, ever, and I don't even know if Tyler cares about Lord of the Rings at all. But when I bought some of those cards, we were so hyped to open them and go through them because that allure of like the one ring, the one of one ring was so cool. And the fact there were other like rings in the set that were like numbered was really awesome. I really love how in football cards, like there are numbered cards, like maybe there's only 100 autographed Brady cards in the set. That's very cool. It'd be really awesome if more like card games brought that into things, but I wish they did it more like the Magic the Gathering style than how I've seen some games implement it. Like with Magic the Gathering, I was still able to pull one of the ring cards. It was not a numbered card, but it was still a rare like ring card, you know, the one ring, which was very cool. That's why I was opening the cards in the first place. I really like Lord of the Rings stuff, and that was just cool. That made me happy, but I didn't get one of the super rare, like, serialized numbered ones. But I still had the opportunity to get one. It just wasn't the super duper rare one. So could you imagine with Pokemon cards if there was, like, you got a set and there was, like, a one of one shiny Charizard? It would be insane. Or, well, I mean, all card games have bad scalping at this point. Like, I'm with you, but that's most things. But like one Charizard was one of one, but you could still get shiny Charizard, right? Like, you still could get it. It just wouldn't be the 1 of 1 or like the 1 of 100. I think that's really cool. You know, I think there's a nice way where you can limit cards and have people know the actual rarity and like the thing they have actually has that extra value, but not make it impossible for most collectors to get something. And I'm hopeful that Pokemon can figure that out with shinies at some point. Because it's like, you want people to be able to find shinies. You don't want shinies to be, you know, like an almost impossible thing that you have to spend hours and 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 hours to get. But it would be cool if there was like a secondary shiny for every Pokemon. Like, imagine if every Pokemon had a second shiny form that was like 1 in like 8,000 odds, like the old odds. That would be so cool. Everyone would still have a chance to get shinies. They'd still be as rare as they are now. But then for the, like the real deep in the weed shiny hunters, you know, you could have that extra rarer coloring, which would be awesome. Or if you just get super lucky, hey, maybe you end up with the extra rare color and you didn't even realize it. Or maybe like every Pokemon, the extra rare color is like some rainbowy color, or I don't know. Like, I think there's some cool things they could do, but well, those are just my 2 cents on something that no one asked me about. I think it could be cool. Sir, what's your plan for Cyndaquil? I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and I'm hoping that I don't get unlucky. So, I don't know. I don't know what my plan is. I don't know what my plan is. It's a good question. I appreciate the super chat. I think someone said Magic the Gathering is fun to get into. It seems like too big of an investment. I really like collecting things. Like, I kind of like having my competitive things and collectible things. Like, when I played competitive Pokemon, like back in 4th, 5th gen, when I was, like, I was a singles player. Well, I mean, I was a singles player in the 6th gen, 7th gen too. But when I played competitive Pokemon, I'm gonna say something that's controversial. Everyone, I hacked in my competitive Pokemon. And then, you know, like when I looked at VGC, I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that because you know, you can't hack for VGC, so I'm not going to. I just, you know, it wasn't something super interesting to me. But when it comes to singles, if I'm just battling and I'm not doing anything on a professional circuit and I'm just like battling friends, I just want to do the battling. I want to do the team building, or I want to play on Showdown, you know? Like, I kind of want to have my collecting, and then I want to have, like, my battling, right? So I don't want to, like, get into a card game, and I'm there to collect and get all these cool cards and have this fun collection, and then also get into the deck building and all of that, because that's a whole other part of my brain. I love competitive games. I dare to say that I'm actually pretty good at competitive games, whether it's card games or like, you know, something like competitive Pokemon. But there's no skill in slowly collecting cards or, you know, spending a lot of time to get a team put together. It's just either time or money. And I'm fine to put in that time or money, but I'd kind of like to do that for like the love of it. When it comes to playing competitively, I don't want to spend all of that time to get it together. I want to spend the time like theory crafting my team. When I used to team build for like competitive Pokemon, the most difficult part was putting the team together. So you'd put the team together, I'd do a few battles, and I'd realize, oh, I have to tweak the team. I need to change a few EVs, I need to change some moves, change a nature, maybe change an ability, change some Pokemon. And if you're doing that with like the bred Pokemon or like competitively put together, it just takes so much longer. And if you're willing to do that, oh my God, shout out to you. That's awesome. And again, there's a reason I didn't play VGC. If I played VGC, I'd suck it up because those are the rules. I think fair is fair. But it's super easy now. I know it's easier. It still takes time. It still takes more time than I'd want, where I'd like to focus on, you know, actually putting the final touches on the team and putting it together. You missed Shiny Sobble? Please tell me I did not miss the Shiny Sobble because it started raining and lagging. No, please tell me the game is moving at like 2 frames per second. Please tell me that I did not miss it as I'm trying to navigate through this lag fest, please. Come on. No, come on, chat. Don't tell me that's not it. Tell me, come on. No. The game's moving. Oh, no. They're lying? I hope you're right. I hope they're lying. But I guess to finish my thoughts when it comes to competitive Pokemon, they're kind of twofold. First, rules are rules, right? If you gotta put the team together, like, you know, and like put it together legally, like without hacking, do it. You gotta do it. That's the game's the game. When it comes to VGC, hey, those are the rules. It'd be cool if they made it easier, but they didn't. On the other hand, with that, like, when you go to play Super Smash Bros., you do not need to put the character together. You do not need to build the character. And I wouldn't care if, oh my god, Smash Bros. Has made it so much easier to create your character. It's just such an unnecessary step where I want to watch two people who are really good at the game, like, spend all of their time getting better at the game. You know, I want the people who play the game to practice being better at the game. I don't want to watch them practice breeding mechanics. You know? So I'm hopeful at some point with Pokemon we can get some sort of like showdown like feature, like Pokemon Showdown within the game, just so that the people that battle can put their team together and have it only be for online. Like you can put, like, you go online, you can make a team and then you can battle with it, but you can't take those Pokemon anywhere else. I don't want it to take away from the fun of collecting your Pokemon and building your own team. And if you want to bring your own team that you made, you still can, you know? Like, I've had my buddy Wolfie over before a regional as he made a team, and I watched him theorycraft and put the team together and then lay on the couch with his Switch, spending all the time putting this team together. And, you know, it is very interesting to watch the whole process, and it's super fun. But, man, I would love to eliminate that final part that, like, oh, boy, let me try and get this team together quick. Because it is easier, but still took a few hours. Maybe I'm just selfish and I just want to hang out with my friend more. Maybe I just wanted to spend more time with Wolfie. You know, maybe that's all it is. So I was jealous. He was spending more time getting his Pokemon together. What is this? Watched your latest vid on the John guy. I wanted to say your solo content is brilliant. It got me into shiny hunting. I can't wait to see more. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 5 and thank you for the kind words. I do appreciate that. Thank you. There's been a lot of really kind comments about the John guy video, and I do really appreciate you guys. I do see everyone who's saying it in the chat. You know, I haven't spent too much time talking about it on stream just because, I mean, I said most of what I wanted to say in that video. I mean, if anyone had any questions that were relevant, I'd obviously like answer it, but point being more, I do see what you guys are saying. I've seen all the comments, and I do appreciate it. I'm a little overwhelmed, truth be told. Quite a response, but I do appreciate it. Is a hot dog a sandwich or is it a taco? I mean, I think I'm on team sandwich. It's definitely a sandwich, right? I've never heard of anything outside of a taco being referenced as a taco. Like, when I think of a taco, there's like one type of taco I really think about. But when I think about a sandwich, I think about so many different things. Like, there's so many different types of sandwiches. So I feel like a hot dog is like, it's the redheaded stepchild of the sandwich world. But it's still, like, it's still in there. Neither it's a hot dog? I don't think that was a part of the question, though. I don't think that was a part of the question. I don't think that's a part of the question, chat. Hi. Sobble, I'm on sandwich number 4 for you. I don't know what's happening. I have picked you in every single Sword and Shield playthrough that I have done, like, for fun. If I get to use my starter, I'm always choosing you. Even if I don't get to use the starter, I still usually choose you because you're my pal. I like you. You're my friend. So why do you spurn me? What have I done to draw your ire? Yeah, that's right, Sobble. I'm saying words like ire now. How do you feel about that? It's not a big word. What's a fancy word? Oh, man. Thank you so much for being you. Learned so much watching your content. Got to play more sure for Christmas. Hey, stoked to see what 2024 John does next. Hey, thank you so much for getting something from the Play More store. Play-more.store. Chat, check out the store. Play-more.store. We have some big plans for Play More in 2024. Not just the esports team, but a little bit of a sneak peek. Well, a sneak peek would be showing you guys something. A little bit of a leak. Somebody named John received a package today with the next items that will be dropping for Play More. I'm not going to say what they are, but I'm really excited. I considered wearing one of them for the stream, and you'll probably see them in future content as I sneakily wear them to kind of like shadow drop them, and you guys can see what's upcoming. But one of the shirts, it's my favorite thing we've done by like a mile. I love it so much. I really do. I mean, if you guys ever see anything you like in the play-more.store and you get it, I appreciate that so much. If you just instead took that money and donated it to me directly in the stream, yes, I would make more money. But honestly, if anyone's going to support me monetarily, I would prefer, I'd prefer things like the merch store more than anything, because I know there's just something very cool about being able to come up with an idea for an actual item, an actual product. It becomes real, and then, you know, when someone's supporting me, they actually get something. It's something like it's the, you know, they get their money's worth for it. And that's just really cool to me. So, hey, if you ever want to support me, check out the play-more.store. Or maybe I could just say the Play More store linked below. That probably is a bit smoother. Sobble, you're bumming me out. Love your shiny hunting content. Your shiny hunts are some of the most fun of all PokeTubers. Hey, I appreciate it. Love the genuine reactions and joy. Finding shinies just makes me really happy. I feel like my reactions should not be as reacty as they are sometimes. But they really are just how I feel in the moment. Like, sometimes it's the pure exuberance and joy, and sometimes I'm like in the middle of a thought. I feel like it happened a lot yesterday, and I was almost frustrated to see the shiny pop up. It's like, hey, you are interrupting me. What are you doing? What are you doing? But at the end of the day, I am still way too excited for a shiny, even if the odds are pretty skewed in my favor. Sublé? Hey, Chad, I have a question. Do you think, like, could we just start calling Sobble, like, Michael Sublé? Is that... Could we just turn Sobble into Michael Bublé and just, but it's a Sobble? I keep hearing the old, Mr. Is it Bublé? I was gonna start like making random names with his last name, but it was just gonna turn out to be just variations of Boob, and it's not the same as his last name. Every time I listen to Christmas music, he pops up. You know? He pops up wherever I turn. His voice, incredible. His last name, fun to say. Also, his last name, you can't just be like, I'm taking the main part of the name and I'm twisting it around. Because now all of a sudden you're saying much different things. I really thought about that. Mr. Bublé, checkmate. You win this round. Sir, you win this round. Have you ever heard of Shorts Wars? What do you mean Shorts Wars? Like, is it like I have no idea what Shorts Wars could possibly be. Reminds you more of souffle. That's fair. That's also fair. Interesting. You can have some of my shiny luck. I got 18 shiny lit. Why'd you get 18 shiny litwicks yesterday? Wait a minute. Why did you want so many? Wait, you can't just drop that and then keep moving on. Why did you get 18? What are you gonna do with all of them? Are you like filling a room with just shiny Litwick? Are they all gonna be Chandelure? Do you want them all to be Litwick? I have so many questions and no answers. I mean, you probably broke the record for most shiny Litwicks in a day. I don't know if anyone's gonna like break that. But like, you definitely did it. Because they're cute? 18's so many. I mean, that's like you're approaching close to a shiny an hour. And you were not awake for 24 hours. You probably got a shiny for every hour you were up. It's crazy. Wait, the Litwick person's onto something. I just want one Sobble. Alright, chat. There's a very loud noise outside. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it one bit. One Sekaruski, chat. One Sekaruski. Chat Ole. I don't know what that was. I didn't love it. I didn't love it one bit. It startled me. It done startled me, Pa. It done startled me. I was only looking for 3, but I just kept going, and it was 4 hours. You got 18 in 4 hours? What do you mean? 18 shiny Litwick in 4 hours? How have I not gotten 1 shiny Sobble in 2? Sobble, do you hate me? Do we have beef, Sobble? What's going on? You gotta talk to me, Sobble. What's happening here? What have I done? What did I do wrong? Huh? Is it because I like frogs? I like lizards too. I just don't like lizards as much. Is that like a crime now? Can't I just like both? Would it make you feel any better if I told you when I go and find frogs, I try to find salamanders too? Like what's going on here? I guess salamanders aren't even, they're not really lizards, they're salamanders. I don't know. Man. You missed a super chat? I do my best not to miss any super chats. Sometimes I unfortunately do. If I ever do, I really do apologize. It's never purposeful. I'm never like ignoring. I just sometimes miss. Sometimes I do get distracted, and if it doesn't sit at the top of the comment section, like I think $5 is what's necessary for it to sit for a little bit. If it's one that scrolls past quickly, sometimes I just fully miss it, which is unfortunate, but I don't actually know a way to like go and see. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way that shows me any that I've missed. So I have to like catch them like this one. That was after a random grandiose earlier. 18 shiny Litwick. I can't get that out of my head. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate you. What if you call Sobble a frog? I mean, maybe. Maybe Sobble, like, takes offense to that. Alright, Sobble, you're really setting a bad tone for the stream. Oh my gosh. Michael Sublé, what are you doing? You meant Cranidos? That makes more sense. I was a little confused. Congrats on that, though. That's very cool. Is it time for the frog hat? Nah, chat. We already tried the frog hat out on Sobble, and Sobble said no thank you, so I don't think that's the move. Ugh. Oh no, Sobble, you're making me yawn. You're making me yawn. My name is John, not Yawn. That's a different Pokemon YouTuber. I don't think Jan spends a lot of time shiny hunting. He's doing more. He's doing more of the ye old challenge runs. Ba-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Biddly-doo, boo-boo-doodle-oo, biddly-doo-doo. I'm just making noises now, chat. This is bad. I'm getting into noises. I'm getting into noises. Do I like Turtonator? Not really. Not really. Do people like Turtonator? Does Turtonator have fans? I mean, I don't like hate it, but like, if I had to make like a list of my favorite dragons, it might be like the last one. He's a guy. I assume if you like Turtonator, you like how like goofy it looks. It's odd Pokemon. Oh no. What is going on with the yawn? Sobble, you're killing me. I'm a sleepy guy. It's been a busy few days. You can't just lull me into like the old sleepies. You missed a shiny Execute? That would actually break my heart. That feels pretty possible considering it is the same color as the grass. And if there is a clip of that, please get it and send it to me on Twitter so I can see it. But I really hope you're lying, because it will make me sad. Keep believing. No, I won't stop believing. Boop bop boop 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 bop boop bop boop 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 boop. No one likes sad, John. I don't know if I'm sad. I'm a little sleepy. This is a really busy week for me. You know, I hate that the DLC dropped around this time because I just get so busy around Christmas time anyways. And like there's so much to do to finish out the year, and you know, one thing I really do not like about my job. Actually, I think like the number one thing I would change about my job if I could is how the end of the year works. Pokemon always releases at the end of the year around November, and this time it freaking dropped in December. And just with how YouTube works, ad rates jump up in Q4. So in Q4, it's when you make the most money as a YouTuber. Q1, like January, is when you make the least amount. So you'll see a lot of YouTubers upload more in December and like less in January. So being a Pokemon YouTuber, I like with the new games drop, I want to cover them, but I also feel like I have to, and it's like the smartest time to cover them. But it's Christmas time, and I want to relax and see family, and like I have so many people to see and presents to buy and things to do, and oh my gosh, I'm trying to juggle too much, and at some point, I'm gonna just have to put my hands in the air and say, you know, you won, Sobble, you beat me, you done beat me, pa. I got a lot to do. But it can definitely be, it can be a lot all at once. And then January and February hit, and it's like you're doing so much, and then there's so little. So it is an interesting thing to maneuver around, but I absolutely love my job. I wouldn't change the job. I feel bad when the holidays roll around, and sometimes the new games can be too busy. But thankfully, this was just DLC. When like a brand new generation drops around Thanksgiving, like it's decision-making time. I don't really want to have to make those decisions, but so is life. And it is what it is. Souble, sable, souble, soup, sob, sob, soup, soup, sob, sob, soup, soup, sob, sob, soup, sob. Chat, I'm running out of ideas of how to get the Sobble to show up. I'm going to we're gonna crowdsource this. What do you guys think? How do I get the Sobble? What do you guys got? I use water starters every new gen first playthrough, so tell Sobble I sent you. Ooh, that should help. Okay. Was Indivia or Nvidia? Not Indivia, Nvidia. Nvidia with the 5. All right, so that's the first suggestion. Nvidia sent me to find the shiny. That's what I need. I need the shiny. I've been sent. I'm ready. Where are you? They sent me. What do you got for me, Sobble? Where are you? I did not bring the enthusiasm I maybe needed to bring, but you know what? We're trying. That was try 1. All right. They didn't work. We're on to 2. Just wanted to say I love the videos and used my PM7 luck to get a Tepic and Litten in one sandwich. Oh, congrats on that. Love to hear that. Okay. Take a break from Sobble. He's clearly nervous. Okay, I will consider that after the sandwich. That's an interesting one. Okay. A break from Sobble. It's nervous. Okay, interesting. What else we got? Tell Sobble I have cookies. Sobble, I got a cookie with your name on it. Chat, I don't think they eat cookies. I think that was a bad suggestion, but it was one of the only comments I read, so I'm following it. Complimented shiny colored, saying it's a funky lizard dude. Hey, Sobble, you heard it here first. You're shiny, exquisite, wonderful, amazing, one of a kind. The funkiest little guy I ever done seen. I would give anything to see you in those incredible shiny colors. I would give just about anything, Sobble. Say lizard 3 times. Lizard, lizard, lizard. That one didn't seem as... I didn't think that one had much of a chance, if I'm going to be honest. Alright. Do a dance summon? I don't know about that. I mean... No, if I know Sobble likes the robot. See, do boop, 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 boop. See, that was dancing right there. See, that's Sobble's a big fan of robotics. Sobble's a big dork. That's what Sobble's looking for right there. I see the vision. Pray to the Sobble gods? I don't think the Sobble gods exists. I'm a non-believer of the Sobble gods. I don't think Sobble's that important. The frog gods, they exist. They're important. The Sobble gods. I don't know about that. The reptile gods, more of a believer in that. Yeah, I got more faith there. The Suble gods, I don't think so. Well, that's 2 hours without a Sobble. This is not good. This is not good. This is not. Alright, chat. Starting to make random noises. That's not a good sign. That's not what we like to see. That's when we get worried. That's when we get a little frightened. That's when we get scared. Chat, hitting the panic button. We got to reset. We got to go for a shiny, get the shiny, see the shiny go through the hoop, okay? Got to see the shiny go through the hoop. That's what we need. That's what we done need, okay? What we done need. That's not what I was looking for. No siree. No. I'm going over here. Bada bada bam. Bada bada boom. Bada bada bam bum 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 boo. Ba boo boo doo 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 da boo da la doo 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 doo. That was my song. Alright, right, 10. Pop. Then we go pop. And then we go pop. Everything's good. All right. All right. All right, chat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch the legs. It'll take like 5 seconds. I'm going to stretch the legs. I'm going to get a prop, right? This is important to really like make sure we can let the Sobble know what's happening. I'll be right back. I just want to stretch the legs because they're starting to get a little sleepy. Actually, let me get the ingredients I need first. I'm a little sleepy. Ooh, is this ketchup? Oh, I didn't even know you need ketchup sometimes. All right, chat. You see this? You see this like very regular sized basketball? This is regular sized basketball. I'm just huge. I'm a giant person. You see this? What? This Canadian basketball? See this? You play basketball, sometimes you shoot the ball, you miss a few times. You know, the rim just boink, it bounces off the rim, right? It's boink, boink. It's embarrassing. You just want swish. You want swish every time. But if you're not saying that, you can't believe it. So you just got to get one to go through the hoop. You got the basketball, the small Canadian basketball. You shoot it, woo, goes in the hoop. Everyone's happy, okay? We just got to get the shiny rallet. We got to see the shiny, believe the shiny, and then we can get the Sobble, okay? We just got to go. We got to go get the rallet. Seeing is believing, chat. Seeing is believing. All right. It's going to be great. Thank you. Exactly. The Canadian basketball is key here. It is very key. Have I watched The Mandalorian? Boo, 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 doo. Boo, doo, boo, doo, boo, doo, boo, doo. I have not watched the most recent season, but I do like doing that all the time. I would like to see the baby. Boo, doo, boo, doo, boo, doo, boo, doo. All right. Rowlet. Where are you, owl? Well, if you don't show your face, I'm going to say mean things about you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Actually, I do love that the soaring feature is really nice here. I actually kind of hate the soaring feature, which I thought was going to be my favorite part of the DLC. The controls are annoying. I have not found myself using the soaring feature much at all. I'm hopeful I can get used to it and use it more often, but it mostly just annoys me. I'm hopeful. Haha! I'm hopeful that does not continue. But we do have the rallet. I found the rallets. There are a lot of rallets. We just need a green one. We need a green little guy to show up and go, hello! And it'll be great. You can invert the controls. Why, the turning is mostly my issue. It's very slow, but maybe I'll look into that. Alright, Rowlet. Alright, Rowlet. Or should I say, Skeedly Boop Bop Skeep Skeep? Your true name, your real identity. Where are you, Rowlet? Where do you hide? Chat, I'm not putting on the green filter. The filter didn't work yesterday. Chat, we can't just keep running back the same gags if they don't work. If they work, you can run it into the ground. Right? Like, if I upload a video and nobody watches it, I don't just go and come up with a sequel. That'd be silly. You know, if I put on the blue filter and the shiny didn't pop up, to the point where we're now looking for a different shiny starter because things went so poorly, we don't just say, you know, let's run it back. No. It's silly. That's silly Billy behavior, chat. And I'm not in the silly Billy business. Despite what others may say. You need me to send you luck? I need you guys to send me luck. Oh, Rowlets. I need to really pay attention. I feel like there's a very high chance of me just missing Rowlet because I'm a little distracted, a little bit tired. Just a bit, just a wee bit. Say owl 3 times and it will spawn. Ow! 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 Like that? Is that what you wanted? It was the owl howl. TM. Alright. Did you already get the Sobble? I refuse to answer the question. I refuse. No reason for the refusal, but I refuse. I don't want to talk about it. It's a bird, not a canine. You're a bird, not a canine. Take that. How'd that feel? I bet it felt bad. What's my opinion on chickens? They're yummy. Is that the wrong answer? Someone just said Twitter, which makes me think it's gonna be a shiny fail. Nope. Nope, they just said Twitter, exclamation point, and then there's nothing on the Twitter. Interesting. Very interesting. Can you join my game? No. These shinies are mine. You guys cannot join and steal my shinies. You actually cannot. Have you done the Team Star post DLC quest yet? I have not. You could sell me on why I would do it, but without any knowledge on what it is, I can't imagine it's fun. But I could be right. You stole Michael's shiny? I did do that one time, and I don't want someone to do that to me. Stole's kind of a strong word, too. He missed it, and then I found it. Stole's like we were racing towards it, and I snatched it from him, right? What I did was just snag it after he didn't see it. Yeah, a lot of kind of strong language. That is actually one thing I always found kind of funny with like JMC videos. Like I'll find a shiny and like, I get it. I found so many shinies. Mike, he'd get a little grumpy. He'd be like, really again? Okay, you, shut it. He'd find a shiny. I'd be so hyped for him. And like, it'd be really weird when the audience would be like, you're a bully. Why do you keep getting these shinies? Like, I'm so genuinely happy when he finds them. Let me be. Just let me find my shinies. Come on. Come on. I'm not rubbing them in his face. Come on. I'm more hyped for him than he is for himself when he finds them. Come on. Just let me find more. Is that too much to ask, huh? Is it too much that I just want to find all of the shinies, okay? Come on. I want to make like a Noah's Ark of shinies. Like 2 of each Pokemon. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Come on. Let him? I do let him. It's just not as many. It's just not as many, Chad, okay? Come on. It's just not as many. Did we get the Sobble? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Rowlets, 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 Rowlets. Rowlet just makes me think of the word lit at the end, and it makes me think, man, it was a song popped up from an artist I don't usually listen to too much music from because it's usually not great for the same reason I'm about to list. One Trippy Red. But his new album came out, and there's a song that, like, it was on my TikTok feed. It was like, okay, it was like, his song's playing. Someone's, like, reacting to it. And it, like, starts pretty good. I'm like, oh, this is kind of a vibe. Like, I'm kind of here for this. And that man gets to a point where he says the word lit, I think 40, it was like 40-something times in a row. I think the lyrics just went, like, lit, 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 lit. Just, it kept going. For like, you'd think it had to stop and then there'd just be another 20 lits. It was unreal. And now whenever I think of just I hear the word lit, I think of the word, I just think, I cannot believe that man ruined easily what would have been the best song on his album because he had to say the word lit 40 times in a row. And it lives rent free in my head. It angers me. How do you fumble that badly? How am I at a point in my life where I'm like, you know what? If you just said the word lit 20 times in a row, it'd still be a banger. 20 is still so many times. It's way too many. 2 might have been too many. Well, see, that's the thing, though. It definitely didn't work because if he just didn't say it 40 times, I probably would have listened to the song on repeat over and over again because the beat he used is just unbelievable. It's so good. It had all of the makings to be an unreal song. If he did his job, I'm listening to that song for the next 10 years. Instead, he's lost my trust, and he didn't really have it to begin with. But I am, if his goal was just like, things are not going well for the old tripster. I need people to talk about me. And I'm sacrificing the best song. You know, that worked. What's the name? I want to listen to it. If I just type in Trippy Red, lit, 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 I'm sure. Yep, there it is. Found the song. Just typed in lit, lit, lit. All right, gotta click on it. Okay, it's muted. There we go. I got you, Landon. I'm telling you, it might not be your style of music, but the beat, everything around it, like he had something. He was working towards something special, and I mean, he fumbled it. I think the best part, though, is it goes on longer than you could imagine. Like, when it would naturally end, it's just like, oh. Oh. Oh? Oh. Oh. Oh, music. Oh, music, music, music. Hey, John, first stream. Hey, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what, Aiden? Just because you showed up, I'm going to find the shiny. I have had the worst luck to start this stream. You're here now. I think everything turns around. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I needed. And I mean, you're here. I think it's time. Trev, yeah, buddy, I'm with you. We know. I'm just asking him. I'm not asking for anything special. I'm just asking for something easy to listen to. I'm asking for, like, come on. I just need some good vibes. Yeah, I just need a song to relax to, unwind after a long day. Maybe something I can pop in as I'm shooting some hoops. But it was a tall ask. It was a tall order. It's not that big of an ask. I think the worst part about it though is I was so mad from that song. I was like, I got it. Like, let me give this album a spin. Let me look. What else he got? I regretted that decision. I regretted it. But you know, hey, fair's fair. Could I do better? Probably not. Probably not. So game's the game. Prefer songs without lyrics? That's fair. I actually I don't really listen to the lyrics when I listen to music. Interestingly enough, it's kind of hard to explain. It's not that I'm like, I don't care about the lyrics or that like I'm ignoring them. My brain just focuses on everything else more, if that makes sense. Like all of the background music and the instruments, like whatever's going on. Like I can whistle like any song I've ever heard, but I do not remember the lyrics. Like I could hum, you know, the song how it sounds, but if you need me to remember the lyrics, I for whatever reason my brain is not good at, I don't know, clicking with that. Which made I was really good at playing an instrument. I was really good at sight reading for that same reason. But not really not one to remember lyrics. Doesn't mean I don't care or enjoy them. It's just, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. That thought's actually kind of made me want to get back into playing an instrument at some point. I was really, really good at playing the old alto saxophone when I was in middle school and high school, but I just never really, like I was really gifted. Like I naturally was very good at playing, but I never really cared. And every once in a while I'll think about it. And I wouldn't say it's a fear or a worry, but I'll have the thought of like, there's a very real chance the thing that I'm like most naturally good at is something I do not really care about. And it like bothers me. It irks me. It's like, I kind of want to do something with this. Is there anything I can do with it? I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll pick it up or try to learn another instrument. But that was always like, I remember, I think it was my senior year of high school. I'd go into my saxophone lessons. I didn't touch the instrument like a single time outside of lessons or band like all year. And my teacher at one point was pretty disappointed with me because he knew I wasn't practicing or really caring. But that year he was so happy. He was like, he was the sweetest man. He's the short, like old man, and he was so excited and he cared so much. Absolutely love my teacher, but he was so proud of me and so happy. I'd show up each time and I just sight read the music. It was music I was supposed to be practicing all week and I hadn't, so I was just sight reading it. And he was like, wow. Like, wow, incredible. Like, you are getting so much better. I can tell you've been putting work in. I was like, buddy, I am putting the least amount of work I have ever put into this. And it just left me with such a weird feeling, like, there are some things, like YouTube, that at the time I was putting so much work into, and it was not paying off. It's a very interesting thing to be like, I don't like this. Could some of this, like, talent be transferred over to other things? What's going on? You never know. Just wait till I drop my saxophone album. Just wait. It'll be great. It'll be glorious. You should serenade Ginger with a saxophone. I think it would terrify her. I think it would scare her. I don't think she would know what it is. I think she'd be scared. At some point, I'll dust off the old saxophone. Well, the thing is, I can still play it. But I have forgotten that I still know how to play. I've forgotten the notes, and I think if I practice for like a half an hour, it'd all come back to me. But it's like a small barrier that I have been too lazy to go over. We'll see someday. Someday. get it right now and play it for us? Probably not. I have no idea where it is. It might be in the basement. I don't know. Be a whole thing. Landon just sent the Squirtle playing. That was like an old video on YouTube way before the Squirtle played it. That would like just loop for 10 hours straight. I remember hearing that so many times in the past. The fact that it's come back with a vengeance makes me so happy. Ugh, it's so good. I can't have that stuck in my head the entire time. That's see now we're trending towards me not even paying attention, failing a shiny Rowlet, because all I have in my head is just that on repeat. Did I get my free Master Ball from the mystery gift yet? I have not. Thank you very much for throwing that out. I fully forgot about that. I'll do that at some point. All right, chat, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news, chat, I feel like we've had a pretty good good stream, a good time. I was trying to say time, but also stream, and it turned out into team. We've had a good team. Combination of stream and time. It's a new word. But we've just been chatting. We've been talking about random things. I think it's always a good stream if I can get into a flow of random thoughts that I'm just kind of serenading you with. Bad news. Unbelievably bad shiny droughts. I really needed today to go a little bit better than it's gone. I am worried. I'm stressed. I'm scared. Worried, stressed, and scared. I'm going to merge them into one word. Words. I wasn't a good attempt. I'm going to be honest. It was not a good attempt. It's not a new word. I don't think it's going to catch on. I'll try again another time. But hey, 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Hey! And look at that! Hey, the generosity paid off. Not only did I find the shiny, but this little guy was trying to hide in a very green bush. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the shiny I needed to start the run. Rowlet, my boy. What is going on with you? How have you been? You look incredible. You look great. You look gorgeous, kid. You look gorgeous. Actually, Chad, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my favorite shinies I've seen in Scarlet and Violet. The green is so vibrant. I did not realize that the green was gonna look like that. Like, that's awesome. Wow. All right, Mikey is yelling Brave Bird, which is fair. I did save before. This is why I keep Mikey around. Partially because he's just a very wonderful person and friend. Partially because he throws really helpful things out like that. Which one's more important? You can decide. But that's good to know. That is good to know. I do want you in the luxury ball. That was stupid. You didn't want, you wanted to die, you wanted death. Okay, I should have known. That's on me. Hand up, guys. Hand up. I should have known Rowlet wanted death. It's a little, I'm worried, I'm sad, and I'm a little scared for Rowlet. I didn't like that. I'm gonna have to ask Rowlet to refrain from ever doing that again for my own sanity. But I was warned. I was certainly warned. The Brave Bird animation looks pretty cool, so like I get it. Maybe Rowlet's just a big old dummy and was like, dude, this is gonna be sick. Watch this. Hold my beer. Watch this. But I think I gotta save Rowlet from its own mistakes. I didn't kill the bird. That was not me. That was not me. No, that was the bird. What the owl do is what the owl do. Okay, what the owl do is what the owl do. Scooby Dooby Doo? No. It's Scooby Dooby does. Okay, it's Scooby be doing. Scoob. Let's catch it. Let's just quit. Let's just catch it. Let's just Yeah, I'm just gonna catch it. Drink the water, catch the bird, keep moving. Yeah, there it is. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. What do we name him? Scoob? I can name him Scoob. I'm gonna absolutely name him Scoob. Scoob. This is gonna be a very random collection of nicknames. Like the most random. All right. Now, I don't want to name it Brave Bird. Brave Bird is, I mean, that's just a move that it knows, right? Scoob is who it is on the inside. And I feel like I know who this little guy is. Hey, little buddy. Hey, Scoob. Get over here. You scallywag, you scamp. All right, Scoob. I'm saving, and then I'm responding to the super chat, and then we're gonna get the freaking Sobble. We're getting it. Love watching your streams and shiny hunts alongside. I'm over 60% completed my shiny living decks. Yo, congrats. That is awesome to hear. Congrats. I hope you have a great day of shiny hunting. Thank you for the love. Hey, I'm giving you credit for that. We got the shiny as soon as you tossed over the members or the gift members. And I do also want to say thank you so much for the gift members. You know, YouTube is still really new when it comes to streaming, and I hope there's some cool updates in the future with streams, but gift memberships are definitely not the norm. They're not something I ever want to like push either. Like if anyone wants to do them, awesome. But I do know, like, you know, like just subscriptions and gift subs and all of that, that's more commonplace on Twitch. So anyone who does that and like helps bring kind of that energy over to YouTube, it's extra appreciated. So thank you very much. We do need to get more emotes ready to go. We'll figure it out at some point. Hey, thank you, Dakota, for the 13 months of being a member. Hope you've been well. Hope the shiny hunt is going well. Excited for new content. Keep it up. Can't wait for my frog plushie. Hey, I'm sorry that it was pre-order. I really wanted these little guys to be able to be shipped right away, but we went through a lot of different versions of the Bubby plush. I wanted to get it perfect. I might have been a little bit too much of a perfectionist with it, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. So unfortunately, it's going to take a bit longer than I wanted. Wanted to be able to ship right away, but I hope you love it when you get it. I have it just sitting in front of me every day, and he just sits in front of me on my desk and smiles at me, and honestly, it makes me happy. And if you do want to get the frog plush, there are still more. Play-more.store. Go get one. Look at this guy. You don't ever have to get anything, but pretty cute. Bubby the frog. Bubby the goat. I would, but I don't have any money right now. Oh, no. Don't you worry. There's never, ever I need to spend any money on me. The beauty of what I do is I get to make free content for you guys to enjoy, and you guys watching the ads or not being very annoying when I have an like a brand deal on a video. That's all you need to do. I mean, hey, if you skip the brand deal and you don't watch it, just don't say anything about it. It's not like, hey man, I can't force you, but there's never a need to support me monetarily. When the ads pop up, you know, watch them, you know, like, oh, the ad, like a 5-second ad, what are you going to do? That makes me money. I do a brand deal. Yeah, you could just watch it, but I mean, just support, you know, don't put on ad blocker, just watch the stuff. That's it. And if you want to support in other ways, I appreciate that so much, but I really, really love that it's not a necessity. I really loved like when, my job was mostly streaming, like there was a point where that was like 90 to 95% of my revenue, but I was a lot happier when I was able to focus more on YouTube specifically, and my paycheck was not dependent on like the support of my viewers. So while I appreciated that so much, I just, you know, I don't want that burden on anyone else. I want to be the person providing some entertainment to you guys. I hope everything I do can be a nice positive addition to your life. And I want the support financially to be an extra if people feel like they really want to, not a necessity for this to continue. But Yeah, those are just my old thoughts. Ye old thoughts. Can we talk to chat ourselves? What does that mean? What does that mean? You have a question for me, please? Oh, chat, if you got a question for me, just drop the question. Don't ask me if you can ask me a question, because then if I only notice your comment where you're asking if you can ask me a question, the chances are I'm going to miss when you ask me a question. And then if I miss it, and then you're like, oh my God, he missed it, and then you start spamming the question, by like the 20th time you send it, like someone's going to be very annoyed. It's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It just gets all confusing. I've watched you for a long time since you were PM7. Watching you grow and keep going makes me happy. You make Pokemon content fun. You're awesome. Hey, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, I've had quite a few names, all of the variation of the Pokemon name. I'm very happy to be rid of the Pokemon name. I never wanted my username online to be Pokemon. I just wanted to come up with a name quickly for a forum I was making because I wanted to make a website. And that was all I could come up with. And I remember my mom saying, stop worrying about the name, just make the website if that's what you want to do. So I just took the first name I could think of. I didn't think a name of a forum I made would then turn into my username online that would carry for a long time. I'm really glad I made the switch to PM7. I'm so happy about it still. Did I see my man Vandy? Did I see one Vandy323? This was a necessity. Hey, man. You do not need to be throwing a super chat my way ever. I appreciate you, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, sir. I hope you're doing well. Actually, Vandy, if you're listening, Vandy, Mandy, McShandy, let me know if you're around in the next day or two. I had something I was gonna ask you. I've been struggling with a shiny starter or two, and I might at some point need to call in the reserves. I might need to call in the troops. Yeah, I had some thoughts. If you're around in these next few days, I'm not sure if I'll need the help, but I may need to call in the troops. You let me know. We'll see. I'm hopeful I can just sit here and find the shiny Sobble, and then, Chikorita's hard to find. Like, I'll find it easy. I'm not too worried. But no, I can't find a stupid Sobble. We're on sandwich number 5 for the Sobble. Sobble, you're gonna make me Sobble. I'm gonna cry. Everyone's gonna laugh at me. They're gonna be like, oh, look, that's a grown man crying. Look at that man. This is awkward. I feel uncomfortable. Why is that very tall man sobbing? He's too old and big for this. It's a shiny Pokemon. What's wrong with him? It's gonna be ugly, Sobble. You're bringing me down to your level. You're bringing me down to your level, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's just shy. I can be shy too, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna ruin someone else's day. That doesn't mean I'm gonna hide my purple little head fin from the world. No siree. When I get fun shoes that are a fun color, I can't wait to show them off to the world. Sobble said nope. Nope, I hide. Sacrifice Hop and Leon for what they did to Sobble? I don't know how to sacrifice them. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start sacrificing Sobbles. Is this what you want, Sobble? Is this what you want? Huh? This is what you brought me to. Sobble, you show up shiny, or all the other Sobbles get it. You don't think I will destroy every last Sobble in this mud pond? You're crazy. You're out of your mind, Sobble. You're out of your mind. I don't even care. Scizor, you are making a mockery of us. Go over there and beat him up. Just go beat him up. It's not even shiny. What are you doing? He's not even shiny. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's all right, dude. That's sick. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. Just make it look like a bunch of bumbling idiots, Scizor. That's what we need. Embarrass me in front of all of my pals, all of my friends. All right. Hmm. No, I saw your message, Vandy. I see it now. Don't you worry. You don't need to send a super chat. I see ya. I see ya. What I'm most excited about is JMC Season 3. Now it's tied up. I've watched it once Season 1. Can't wait to see what the loser gets this year. You know, that's the most exciting thing and the most difficult thing. Right? Like it being tied going into a third season is the ideal thing. But from the content perspective, from like my perspective, at least, because I can only speak for myself, when you have like two seasons that have gone as well as they have, and then you have to look towards a third one, and it's the potential tiebreaker season, and you know there's a lot of excitement with it, and we're kind of going into a year, you know, without a new Pokemon game, so like everything, we have everything at our disposal, but we've also like it's not like we've used up ideas. There's been a lot of things we've done, right? It becomes this interesting question of, okay, well, how do you know, bring things to another level? What does that look like? You know, what should this look like? Because if it's supposed to be the tiebreaker season, the special one, you know, what does it look like? So it's taken us a bit longer to figure it out, which is, I think, only a good thing. But unfortunately, it does mean the questions may persist as we figure out exactly what it may look like. But what I can promise is when we know, you'll know. When we know, you will know. Sobble? Michael Sublé? Where are you? Soob McScoob the Dude. John, you inspired me to try to reach my dream of becoming a content creator when I'm older. I love your content. Keep up the amazing work. Hey, all the luck to you, friend. I really, really hope you can figure it out. YouTube is not easy. I think a lot of people look at what's me or Mikey or anyone else I know does, and it's a really, really cool thing, and it's a wonderful dream. What I will say is, while it's not easy, if you find that you actually do love making videos, which is important, not everyone that wants to be a YouTuber does enjoy what being a YouTuber entails. It's worth finding out if you actually do love it. It is worth it, and it can be worth sticking with it, but it may take sticking with it. You know, nobody makes the NFL without, you know, hard work and practicing, right? No one makes the NBA without working their butt off. And, you know, when it comes to like a professional sport, some people are a little bit more like, you know, like naturally gifted than others. And with YouTube, there's some people who are really naturally talented, but YouTube's pretty accessible. I feel like for almost anyone, there's something that everyone could figure out that they could do and, you know, and share some sort of talent or thing they love with the world successfully. But it's not easy to get noticed on YouTube. And it's also not easy to master all of the things that you need to master. So if you do end up loving it and you do end up trying it, just don't get discouraged, because it could take a bit. Took me a very, very long time. Like some people I've met, they kind of figured it out pretty quickly. Some people like me, for me to find success, I'm pretty sure it took 8 to 9 years for this to be something that was successful. And I don't know if I've actually ever met someone else who was willing to stick around and continue to try something for 8 to 9 years that wasn't really working out for them. I know people who went to like, you know, like grad school or like got a PhD, you know, after grad school and went for a long time, but man, with the old YouTubes, like there's not always something to let you know that you're even making good progress. You know, like thankfully, like in college, before you go to grad school, like for you to go from college to grad school, you probably did well enough in college to then get accepted in grad school, and you kind of know you're moving your way up. For YouTube, it was kind of like very like slow improvement for like 8 to 9 years, or like I was seeing gradually better results, and then at some point I figured a lot out, and it kind of just streaked straight up. And I actually had heard people talk about that for a while, and I never believed it because I had only ever seen very gradual improvements and things like do. But it really is. It's like a snowball effect. When you figure it out, it can be kind of insane. It's a lot all at once. but it'll just take a while. I will never get a PM7 guarantee from him. Well, you didn't ask for one. You just said you'd never get one. So it seems like you don't want one. So I don't know what to tell you. I can't give it to you because you didn't ask for one, man. Come on. Bring out Scoob to increase the odds? Is that what I'm missing? The rowlet named Scoob? Alright, Scoob, where are you? Scoob? Alright, Scoob. Scoob, I've been told. If I send you out, it'll increase the odds. Come on, Scoob. Come on, Scoob. I love that he's flying. Alright, Scoob. Where's the shiny? Where are they? Scoob? What do you think? Alright, Scoob. What are you thinking? Mm-hmm. Alright, Scoob. Come on. Scoobert, over here. Scoob, you're very slow. Oh my god, you are the slowest Pokemon the world has ever seen. But it's okay. I believe in you, Scoob. I believe. Come over here. Scoob, over here. Buddy, over here. No, Scoob! Alright, fine. Scoob. Let's keep going, buddy. Come on. There we go. Alright, thank you. Keep going, buddy. Come on. Alright. Alright, Scoob. Did it just go back? I'm not. What do you want from me, man? You missed it. I didn't. Please don't say that. Come on, don't do that. Don't say things like that. Lie to me. I missed it. Just lie. Say, nah, man, you wouldn't miss it. You're perfect. You've missed nothing in your life. Scoob could eat Sobbles? Well, I trained it not to, okay? I trained it not to do that. So, you know, it could. But I don't think it should. I could turn into it. That actually would be kind of interesting. Wait a minute. Wait. No, if I accidentally found the shiny and then killed it, that would ruin my happiness. I'm not. Nope, I'm not falling for that. Nope, I'm not falling for that. Nope, no, come over here. You, hey. Over here. Nope, not listening. Nope, no, not listening. Nope, not making a clip. Not worth it. I want the shiny. No, nope. I already have a semi-viral short of me messing that up. Not doing it again. No thanks. Not right now. I don't think a second one would do as well as the first one. Nope. Nope. The first one was quite an accident. I'm not gonna force it. Nope. Wait, did someone say they drew Michael Soublé? Alright, yeah, no. I know what we need to do. Wait, chat. I know what we need to do. No, this is, yep, okay. Alright, I know how we get the shiny. Yep. Alright. Hi, Michael. Michael Soublé. That's, yep. Okay. There we go, just. Yep. Over here, just, yep. This is worth it. This is worth the time. There it is. All right, perfect. All right, perfect. All right, chat. That's now Michael Soublé. Michael's waiting for us to find it. This is. Yeah, no, that's getting a swift retweet. I'll throw the tweet into the chat. This is. It's worth boosting. This is important. No. We couldn't find the Sobble. We couldn't find the Sobble without this. This is important. This changes everything, honestly. It changes the entire future of the stream. I think it changes the entire future of me finding shiny starters. This is a pivotal moment This is a pivotal moment in my journey where everything changes, okay? Yeah, no. This is where everything changes. All right, Sublé. I know you're here. You got a song you want to sing, little buddy. I think it's time you sing it. Loud and proud for the world to hear. Loud and proud. It's time. It's time. We got 14 minutes. And I know you're not going to let me down. You're not going to let me down. Can I please get a shout out to my partner, Tasha? Ugh, see, now this is another, now I'm worried about messing up the last name. People are asking me for a shout out. What if I mess up the name? Can you imagine? Govier? Govier. Govier? Longtime fans love the stream. Aye. Shout out to you and Tasha. I hope I said the last name right. But shout out to you. I really, really appreciate you guys supporting it. Very, very, very cool to have you guys both enjoying the stuff. I really, really, there's something about someone saying they watch with a significant other, like, you know, like mom, dad, or son, daughter, like just even with a friend. I don't know. The fact that anyone with someone they care about would enjoy the silly nonsense that I'm creating, I think that's very wonderful. It's very wholesome. Makes me happy. So I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you for letting me know. And also the super chat. Thank you. But it did make me worried I done messed up the old last name, which would be embarrassing. I just feel bad. See, a lot of people will tell me, they're like, man, you would have made a great teacher. People have said that to me since I was like 16. And it's like, why are you telling me this now? I'm like, teachers are still teaching me. But the more people would say things like that, the more I'd like watch people, like the teachers go through the name list in the beginning of the school year, just butchering names one after another. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. You want me to do this? You want me to stand up there and butcher these poor kids' names one after another? Oh me, oh my, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And that's the only reason I don't want to be a teacher. There's no other reason. It's just that. No, I mean, you know, hey, maybe someday I'll do the old teaching, but probably not. Probably not. What about Pokemon teacher? Definitely not. No. Now that's more like Mikey's speed. I'll let him do that. There's one thing I do struggle with though. Speaking of the old Mikey man, I'm like I'd like to think I'm competent when it comes to like spelling words. I'm good at reading, like when it comes to like things like reading comprehension, like for what, like the, I don't know, ACT or something. I was like 99th percentile. I can read good. I done read good. I can understand the, you know, when I'm reading quite well, but I'm really, 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 really bad at reading words and then pronouncing them properly. In my head, I say it how I think it is, and then that becomes canon. It's like, yep, that's how that word's said. Mike, he can't stand it. He can't handle it. Or he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. That man thinks me pronouncing words is the funniest thing I've ever done, which is worrying and upsetting for me because I don't think it's that funny for the audience. And it's like, dang it. Easiest laugh in my life. I pronounced something wrong. Seriously, I got Mikey laughing. But I don't know if I got the whole class laughing. And that's the issue. It's tough. I just sound like a fool. I just sound like a dummy. There are, oh my God, there are so many words I've read. And I'm like, that's how it's pronounced? I had no idea. Like Pokemon? I'll read it one way and I'm like, yeah, that's just how it's said. I think like Buizel. I think I called it Boozel or something. I don't know. It was like something ridiculously wrong. That one was pretty egregious. I get a pretty good laugh at that one. I don't know, man. I just read it and I move on. I decide in my head how it is and I just keep it on. And it's almost always wrong. No, stop bothering me. Trying to think of other names. Love how innovative your content is. What kind of equipment do you use for recording? Your voice sounds crisp. So I use a really fancy, expensive, like, microphone that, like, radio hosts use. But I'm not actually going to throw out, well, I mean, I guess I could just read it. Actually, what is it? Is the AT2020? I don't know. I don't know technology. What I will say, because I actually do not know, let me just look quick, because now I just feels unnecessary. Okay, AT2020. Is it? That's what it is? No, that was my old one. That was my old microphone. Crap. I have no idea what this is called. Oopsie whoopsies. But I guess the main point is I, for a very, very long time, used a plug and play microphone, just a USB mic. It was like 80 bucks, I think. I plugged it straight into my computer, and that was all I used. And that worked for a very long time. One thing I have noticed is a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, will join YouTube and buy like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 setups before they've even made like any money on YouTube. And it's the biggest mistake. Your quality is not that important early on. You can always upgrade. But once you've bought all that stuff, like you've bought it, you're probably not returning it if you've used it. But what is the mic? I don't know. Now it's bothering me. Fancy radio microphone. I can find this. I can do it. Aha! I found it. I just had to type in fancy microphone. The Electro Voice RE20 dynamic broadcast microphone. Yeah, the RE20 dynamic broadcast microphone. 450 smackaroos. A very expensive mic. Very good mic. Makes me sound very good. But I'm begging anyone listening to me who wants to start YouTube, please do not spend a lot of money. Please don't spend a lot of money on your setup. Please do not do it. Do not do it until things are going well enough that it matters. Nobody is going to care about your audio quality that much. Like if you're making videos that people don't want to watch, you sounding crisp is not going to change their minds. Have you gotten to a point where you're making really good videos that people enjoy, but your audio quality is an issue? Well, that's when you start investing in it. But don't break the bank before it makes sense to. Alright. Alrighty. But how are you going to get a personality without a $10,000 mic? It's a good question. Good question. Sabo, 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 sabo. Michael Souble, Michael Souble, Michael Souble, he might even make a souffle. Okay. Have you ever thought about being a singer? Not really. No, I will say something that has been stuck in my craw a little bit, something that's stuck in my brain, and not even singing specifically, but like if you guys know the YouTuber one Jay Schlatt, most people know who he is. I remember when a lot of people were just randomly using his voice with like AI and having his voice cover a bunch of songs. And those always shocked me, like, wow, these sound way better than they should. Why am I getting recommended? Like, why is Jay Schlatt's voice being used in AI just like Mr. Krabs'? This is confusing. I remember seeing those and that kind of shocked me, but recently he made a video talking about that and then actually dropping a cover of a Frank Sinatra song, which sounds incredible. And it's something that's kind of gotten stuck in my head a bit of like, man, I have no idea if I can sing. There's a lot of different things I don't know if I can do, if I have the talent or ability to do it. And the really, really cool thing about YouTube is, for me, the entirety of YouTube is doing something that or trying something that I did not realize I'd be any good at. You know, when I was in school, I was never, and I didn't even want to raise my hand in class. I didn't want the spotlight on me. I didn't want any attention. Like, I don't like acting or plays or anything like that. So I wasn't doing anything like drama or like stand up or anything on a stage. Like, I was not doing anything that I've heard a lot of other YouTubers doing. I did not want that kind of attention, man. But I've always been incredibly creative. I've always loved coming up with stories. And when I'm comfortable in a situation, like what you're seeing on screen is what you get. Like, this is how I am in person, around people I'm comfortable with, at least. And when I, you know, got into YouTube, I don't know, I realized, like, something I didn't expect to be good at, here I am. So, I don't know, watching someone have, like, AI songs made with their voice kind of show them that they can sing a Frank Sinatra song unbelievably well. It just kind of, like, reminded me of, I don't know, my early thoughts with YouTube of, like, wow, I really did not have, I had no idea that this is something I'd be any good at or enjoy doing. And it's like, I don't know. So again, it doesn't have to be singing, but I kind of want to try something next year. Try something new and see if I'm any good at it. See if I can put myself out of my comfort zone and try something like that. That's just kind of cool. Like a very, very cool thing to see. So I don't even really think that answered your question, but I guess after seeing that, it's been more in my head than it ever has been before of like, could I sing? I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I never really tried. So I can say with confidence, I've never actually ever seriously tried. I'm not a really big fan of doing something and doing something poorly in front of anyone. One of my many faults is I am not very good at accepting being bad at things. I'm not a big fan of it, which is not always healthy. Because you're not going to be amazing at everything, and that's okay, but man, oh man, do I hate not being good at stuff. I hate it. When Shiny Torchic? I don't know. I need this stupid guy to pop up. I need this stupid guy to pop up. We're on sandwich number 5, Sobble. Sandwich number 5. Chad, I'm not dancing to some of the Sobble. I'm not singing to some of the Sobble. The Shobble Bobble Dobble McBobble. You're not a Sobble! Who do you think you are? I'm saving. If you run, I will be so angry. Get over here. You're gonna be my shiny. You're gonna be my friend. It makes me think this feels like Let's Go. You remember Let's Go? Ooh, I'm going for this shiny. Ooh, I'm a Chansey. Ooh, look at me, I'm a Chansey. Oh, you've been hunting for hours. Ooh, look at me, I'm green. Ooh. That's Chansey. That's Chansey. You're not getting away from me that easy, Chansey. You're not getting away from me that easy. No, sirree. Nope, I hate ya. I hate ya. I hate ya. Ooh, I hate you so much. You're wasting the sandwich. You're ruining my happiness. All right. False swipe. Smack. Ooh. Ooh, whoppa. Not punching a wall, Batcat. Not gonna punch a wall. That sounds like a bad time. Sounds like my hand could be hurt. Like, I hurt my hand. Or like, I broke my hand because I punched a wall. Or like, oh no, there's a hole in my wall that I have to fix because it's my house. Chad, I don't think you have good ideas. Chad, I think you guys have bad ideas.